Hello everyone and welcome back to an episode of Unity of Command, and today episode we're gonna talk about the new diary from Unity of Command itself, which is from the Unity of Command 2. So this diary is called En route to Roeun. So I think it's a new one which updates, talks a lot more about the new mechanism and also the new stuff coming in from Unity of Command 2. So this diary has been out since the 28th of March. So it has been like 7 days already. So it has been out for like 7 days a week. And I'm sorry I was a bit late. But we're gonna have to go through everything from here. So August 2044, after months of hard fighting, the Allies are finally out of Normandy. In front of them, the Wehrmacht has all but disintegrated. Having stood its ground up into military breaking points, supply is not the biggest concern for the Allies. Taking a large ports of Antwerp will allow them to freely operate their vast army and air force in months to come. Now that the game has been officially announced, I decided to change the post format for this diary a little bit. Previously, I focused heavily on what we are doing internally. I was giving a lot of technical info and even airing our own doubt if the project was going to get complete at all. Big thanks to who had patience to bear with these development confessions. The new format should be much more player-oriented. We will be going through concrete example of play, the historical context, and how the game mechanics ties everything together. I hope you enjoy. If you have been reading our previous diaries, you're likely to familiar with some of our key features in Unity Command 2, like Fog of War, HQ Intel, and Straggler. So let me explain something. So Fog of War is the thing that already happens in Unity of Command, the first one, which basically something related to the sights of your troops in the battlefield. HQ entails something like the special skills that you can use from your HQ. That depends on your recon team, and also the Straggler. So Straggler is kind of something like a separate troops that used to separate when you are fighting in order to have more troops or something like that. Today we will show how these new features tie together from tight little gameplay loop that gives entirely new dimension to the game. The route ahead. In the screenshot, US First Army is positioned on the left bank of Senye Esturia and is looking to jump across the river at Roeun. En route to Roeun, however, they need to deal with the German force station around the town of Evrix. Is that Evrix? Hopefully I don't butcher the name. So we'll put the screenshots right here. Check out the blue dots of Evrix, center of the map, right behind that Panzer IV. Those are Stragglers. Okay, so where the hell is it? Huh? Okay, so the blue dots. Okay, so this is blue dots, so which means that those are Stragglers, basically. You can see the blue dots right here with the sign of human. Route enemy elements trying to make their way back to HQs. Okay. We talked about the idea of Straggler in our first diary, so you guys can check it out. The blue icons show the approximate strengths in steps. The orange symbol on the top 3 Straggler is important, but read on. A peek of the FOW, Fog of War. So it's related to something like this. You can see the animations. Usually you want to capture enemy Straggler anyway before the enemy gets to reorganize with them. Yeah, like I already mentioned, it's like a separate troops. Use as reinforcement. There's an added bonus though. Prisoner provide valuable intel to your HQ. So it's true because when the enemies are separated, they will see something new and they will report it to the HQ. After you capture a set of number of Stragglers in one turn, they reveal location of the enemy units hidden within Fog of War. And let's take a look at how that works. Okay, you can see here that after you move the Panzer, you see there's a 4 intel. After you capture that one, and you see the Straggler right there, there are 4 intels. First, there are the first army, mechanized, the Panzer, and 2 other armies on the right. So something relating to a peak of the Fog of War that's also relating to the Stragglers. In this example, first, the 30 US Infantry Division attack an armor campfrog. The attack is successful. The enemy unit is removed from the map and it's not completely destroyed though. And you can see the route troop join an existing group of Straggler in the rear. So it's here right here, yeah. To make sure they don't reorganize, the Sherman move in. You can move in and mop up, taking prisoner and clearing the road. The result in valuable new intel. You can see after the new intel right here, at the top of Eric's, and you can see there are 4. Just across the river, turns out the road from Paris to Rouen is swarming with enemies. As the Sherman actually 5th US Armor move in and takes 3-step enemy straggler as the prisoner counter the HQ sheet. Bottom right. Okay, bottom right, you can see here 4 new units located. So it will show you guys what's gonna happen. 3-step reflects this change. The prisoner target set by HQ has been reached, and which means that the HQ intel can locate it enemy on hex inside Fog War. And tactical choice, Stragglers mechanic not only prevent bloody wipe out scenario and thus addresses one of the main issues from the original Unity of Command. It gives you more tactical choice, attack, head-on, encircle, or mob up and rout enemy units. Gather valuable intel, prepare for the next turn, or rush forward without full knowledge what lays ahead. So sometimes you will have to deal with Stragglers simply to keep the roads open. You're able to advance one more step, or maybe enemy stragglers shouldn't be a problem. Your units are able to capture them simply by moving over them while advancing. On the other hand, 3 stragglers are on a map represents 5,000 to 10,000 route and the organized army enemy soldier. That's a problem that need to be dealt with. Moving right through them will cost at least 3 movement points. Alternatively, you can go around those stragglers. So yeah, it's a good one. So it's something really new which helps you to define your actions and also help you to understand what's going to happen and also help you to understand the new mechanism. So this has been explained is that if you are going through without the enemy intel, it will cost you 3 energies, and if you go through the enemy's intel with the straggler, you will able to sum up some energies. But if you're going to without the stragglers, so yeah, you will still have some points left. And branching out, something captured enemy for a wall, but actually, yeah, something like this. So just to recap, the game will be out in Q3 2019, which means quarter 3. So between July, August, and September. So we're gonna have the games out. I already added to my wish list. This is not on Steam. It's actually on Steam, but on Internet Explorer. So I hope you guys can gather some valuable information from this one, and hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time on another Unity of Command 2 Dave Diary.